Hello to my Sagittarius. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Sagittarius. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. Let's see what's in your cards. Let's see what's going on in your cards here. All right. Hopefully you all had a great weekend. Hopefully you're relaxing. Still trying to get yourself settled into this new moon phase, right? So here's the overarching question. How can you honor your body and your senses as sacred? So when you sense something as sacred, like something as sacred is like your body is your weapon. You know, like we say, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Knowing that your body is alerting you to something. If you smell something or if you see something, like, oh, your eyes playing tricks on you. If you smell something smell funny. Like, are your nose playing tricks on you? It's seeing something as sacred and not sacred. Like somebody is really learning how to trust your physical body and also your senses. The source gave you these gifts of clarity and some things. I am filled with energy, right? Filled with energy because source put all of this nature around us, all of these trees and all of this for you to go out and enjoy, right? Venus, the goddess of love, pleasure, art, music, and aesthetics. But what if it's on the dark side of Venus? This vain, vengeful green with envy. Can you smell that, right? Do you know if it's sacred or not? Can you sense that? Can you see that in the spirit realm? Or are you just still looking at the physical realm of what you heard, right? Let's get into it. You all are the I philosophize sign, so this is the year 9. Duality to everything. We have the new moon in Gemini. Gemini is all about duality. Learn the light and dark side of everything, not just what you heard, right? This would teach. Source is trying to help somebody to not just go along with the flow because you're a mutable sign, but really, really learn how to tap in. Really learn how to tap in spiritually. All right. Yeah. Somebody has really been under a spell of toxic masculinity. And there is divine masculinity, but then there's this toxic masculinity. But they have met their match. Somebody had a lustful spirit, and they are a cambion. That's a union between an incubus, succubus, and a human parent. But you made a positive impact on some people. So just relax. All right. So take your time to decide some things moving forward. But don't forget that rest is a form of self-care. So don't forget to rest. That's the receiving side, it's the feminine side of things. That's you intentionally resting. You may be filled with energy, right? But that's when you're saying, okay, well, source may be downloading some information to you in your dreams. So get some rest, right? You have dreams about stuff. You hear people say, oh, I had a dream about fish. Somebody must be pregnant. And you find out somebody, distant cousin of somebody pregnant. You're like, oh my God, I knew I had a dream about that for something, right? But as much energy as you filled with, so it's just saying, learn how to tap in to the inner voice. Get your rest because source could be trying to give you some downloads through your dreams about something. But you're leaving some energies behind. You're leaving them behind. Should you double back for them? We already got that answer. So if you got the answer first, you're leaving them behind. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. Your ancestors are proud of you. So you inspired them to heal. So someone is healing because of your energy. And again, all Sagittarius are not alike. So again, learn the dual nature of that too. But heal people just move differently. They move differently. Somebody's learning how to really do the power of return to sender. It's literally like you're not returning evil with evil. You're not all of that. You're just praying for people, not praying on people. You're praying for people. Somebody has been telling you this. People have a very rebellious spirit because they won't go along with this toxic behavior that these two are up to. It's a karmic couple. Karmic couples of energies will engage in very toxic behavior, and so they tell people that people are not that they have a rebellious spirit, which is kind of sort of something for you is somebody was saying something, somebody's practicing some kind of dark witchcraft. They have a lustful spirit. Like somebody's basically saying somebody has a Jezebel spirit in this. They're mentally, something is mentally wrong with them. That's what we're saying here with these cards right here. Basically, they're saying all of these things about energies because they couldn't break somebody, right? So somehow this affects you, whether somebody said that about you or said somebody about somebody that you love. Source is trying to tell you, as the I philosophize sign, it's time for you to, number 9, being the year 9, is really increase your knowledge in the philosophical realm. So somebody met their match. Somebody really, really met their match, because I feel like, and we're not even talking about it's like in terms of like somebody's, because these energies are, it's like somebody's wants to come at you like they know more than you know. They have more degrees than you have. They have all of these letters in front or behind, and there's nothing wrong with getting degrees. Obviously, you get your education, but they want to have money. People are saying they have more money or acting like they have more money. Yeah, yeah. Somebody dealing with a Virgo. Low vibrating, not high vibrating, so we're crystal clear. So somebody has already done the, like on paper, right? Like if something is a competition, but they're also under the spell of a family, and money is involved. Money is involved. They're under the spell of a family and they're on their team. Money is involved. So I don't know who I'm talking to. So something took off pretty fast. Something took off pretty fast. So yeah, you're filled with energy. Something about flying, some kind of conversation about flying took off pretty fast. Um, you two could have been talking about something about flying or something like that. And you could have probably thought that y'all were, like on the same team about something until you realize this energy had what type of spirit they have. So Source is saying you're on top of something. You're on top of something. This is the wheel. You're on top of the wheel, and how ruthless somebody can be, right? So basically, somebody was trying to make you or somebody else look like, let me see. It's trying to make two people look like they have a very lustful spirit, that they're rebellious. Somebody trying to make somebody look like they have a Jezebel. Two energies have a Jezebel spirit. That's what they're trying to make. Right? But these are lies. Um, this 8 of Wands, like something took off like wildfire, but 8 of Wands is also about flying. So this energy like literally was ruthless enough to fly around wherever this energies flew to. If they travel, if you and somebody travel, because y'all love to travel, these energies had enough money working with a family to follow you wherever you went in terms of travel. So there would be flight logs for that. I mean, unless they had bat wings, so there would be flight logs for all of that, tickets, all of that. Even if they was private, well, it doesn't matter. There's logs, unless somebody created the lie or made up something or whatever. But here we had the Hermit card, so you were in Hermit mode. It's like you were in Hermit mode. So a lot of stuff was being done behind your back, with using a lot of resources, financial resources. Things were being said about you behind your back. Yeah, they were being created by a family. But if somebody was using their money and their creativity to create ruthlessness about you behind your back, you and your family and your, I guess it's almost like it's a family feud. And so whether it's your biological family or people that you consider as family, um, these energies, like they just wanted to go to war with you, right? So here we had the 5 of Pentacles here to make some, just all it is to make somebody feel worthless. I mean, because somebody had done something to them when they were younger and like mastered, like they had mastered this They were under some kind of a spell of someone who had mastered making them feel less than. And so instead of them shining a light on this, Sagittarius, they went right into following suit. So that would put them in dark wolf energy, right? Remember, when the moon was in January, and January was wolf energy. They went right into that same mindset. They followed suit. It's like the person they caught on real fast. They caught on real fast because of who was ruthless with them. It's like somebody broke them very early on. Listen, you are above a certain group of energies. Leave certain types of energies outside the door. So a light for you came on in hermit mode. When somebody said something to you, somebody said something to you in a conversation about something, and a light, it's like a light bulb went off with you when they made some kind of comparison with you and them. Something, a light came on you, and so you knew somebody was being sacrificed after all the sacrifices had been made. You knew somebody was being sacrificed. A light bulb came off on for you. Not only that, the moon is somebody needs to get outside. We start out with Earth here, so we need to get out in nature. Get out in nature, so the source can get some messages to you. This fire right here would be the sun. Get up under the sunlight, possibly near water. It's not too hard to find water outside because the Earth is covered by a large percentage of it. Yeah, because something has come to an end. Some kind of lie about some people had come to an end. The two people had come to an end. This whole family put all this energy and money behind a lie about two people, and they were ruthless about it, just to sacrifice two energies. So source is saying to you, this is so here's a judgment card right here. The cause of death. Some people literally do die of shame and embarrassment. The cause of death. And some people who know their worth and their value, they just move on and they just go and master something else. They just like, you know what, they just move on with their lives, and they're just like, you know what, if they doing all of this, they this ruthless. They don't want to be a part of that community. Um, so here we have the Queen of Swords here. So I see you sitting on your throne, putting your emotions behind lock and key, and I see you here. Something is coming through the air for you. So messages can come through the air while you're out walking. Suggest you take a journal. Somebody's determined to keep people enlightened, right? Right. About your shadow side. Like it's like people are determined to keep people enlightened about how dark of an energy you are. So be careful. Be very careful with that. Because let's say you're learning how to rise above the judgment. And yeah, I see you learning how to rise above the judgment because of all the sacrifices that you've made, but um two energies in their child, feel a certain way about people. They have an issue. I mean, I'm just going to tell you what I'm seeing in the cards here. I can only tell you what I'm seeing here in the cards. So only what resonates with you. But there's a couple that they have an issue with mixed. This black and white horse here. They have anything that is mixed. They have an issue with it, like in the physical realm. If you come from a mixed background in any way, shape, form, or fashion, they have an issue with it, right? They look at it as like this person is not pure, whatever, right? It doesn't matter what your race is, um, or we can't let this energy in. Like the energy will contaminate something, get something dirty. Here we have the Page of Wands here. So just a constant shade. Something around music. Something around music. hmm And multiple streams of income. Like, mastering something with multiple streams of income. And that's what Source is trying to tell you is like, you're right there at the vault door. And meaning that you're at this next phase of your life and trying to decide how you want to move forward. Because some energies have mastered what they do, like in terms of like what they have in the physical realm, like in terms of like their money, like how they um, put information out there. We have the internet today, so multiple streams of income, who they're connected with. Like Source is trying to tell you, like this energy, they are so determined to put something out on social media. It's not even funny. And you're right here at a vault door. Yeah, you're right here at a vault door, and they like, okay, we want to put this out so bad. So if you had a conversation with somebody, they want to put it out so bad. They want to say, oh no, they talked to this person on this day. They just want, so Source saying you're filled with a lot of energy. Um, but a light didn't come on for you until somebody made a comparison about flying. That's what this is about, flying. And somebody made a very ruthless comment about it. 'Cause that's what Eight of Wands is. It's about flying, like quick progression of something. And somebody made a comment about it. And that's when something just kind of hits you like, okay, well, what's this about? This energy talks about people behind their back, but something about what they said to somebody, to you, about somebody that's like family to you. Two energies, it's like family to you, that just hit different for you. That's when a light came on for you, right? So if we have the Page of Pentacles here. So somebody wants a new lease on life. I see you having a whole new lease on life. And so the energies are basically say multiple streams of income. You can come in, you have multiple streams of income. But let me see what else we got going on here. What other information do we have for my Sagittarius? What information do we have for my Sagittarius? Because some people will take it. Some people will take it. A lot of people have taken it. Looking at the cards here, the Judgment card, there's a Scorpio involved. There's something we're not talking about we're talking about eighth house. The Judgment card is Pluto, which is currently retrograde. That's a Judgment card. So you're trying to make a very powerful transformation in your life. You're rising above some things in your life, right? So something is a win-win for you. Something is a win-win for you. In terms of like the multiple streams of income that you have, because what these energies did to try to make, like I said, you're dealing with toxic masculine energy from both men and women. But it seems like the women are going harder than the men. That's what it looks like. It looks like the women are going the hardest. And with the gossiping, they're just like the ones that's kind of like really talking about something, right? There's no shade to any gender, but I'm just reading the cards here. Obviously, I'm a woman, but I'm saying I'm just reading the cards. But it seems like the women are doing more talking about something than the guys are, because it's like they're the ones that's kind of like somebody's like really feeling something around, kind of like coming across as like the two people are on some kind of high horse. They think they're better than, but it's a projection. It's a projection of you and somebody else on, like it's making it seem like you and somebody else think you all are better than, when here's the Eight of Cups. In hindsight, somebody is saying, okay, that don't even make any sense. You would have walked away a long time ago from something if you had known. In hindsight, as soon as somebody started talking about two things and you were like, nah, I'm familiar with, there's no way, you would have walked away a long time ago. But now somebody is saying, oh, we physically got this, did you see this, did we see that? But that's how certain energies operate. So again, we're talking about you learning how to transmute negativity into positivity. Somebody is saying that somebody does this, they do this, multiple streams of income. That's how somebody was able to get a new lease, right? But again, this time I feel like somebody is going to open up their mouth and start asking questions. If you're family or familiar with somebody, you got their telephone number, somebody's going to learn how to pick up a phone and call people. I heard this, somebody told me that. but that would require you exposing who you know and who you're connected with. And so that's what source is trying to tell you, is that somebody either constantly being sacrificed or has already been sacrificed, because somebody's trying to bring judgment down on nurturers, people who are very nurturing spirits, including you, right? So that's the source is trying to tell you. It's like, something is heartbreaking. So as soon as somebody starts talking about heartbreak, loss, divorce, depression, suffering, grief, so it's just like these energies almost like show no compassion whatsoever. So it's like it's time for somebody, they put their emotions away right under lock and key. It's like they don't have any emotions for that. It's like, okay, that don't make any sense. That's illogical. It's illogical to talk about those kind of things. So something is generational, so they had to learn it from somebody who showed them no emotions. And so for some of it goes back 8 generations. So source is saying something struck a chord in you and talking to somebody about flying, and the comment that somebody else made about it is like they were better than somebody else. Like they were able to do something really fast, but they was really ruthless about it, what they said. Just gossiping, talking about people behind their backs. We had the 3 of Wands here. And very shady about somebody's child. And somebody was just sitting there just listening to all of these lies. Here we have the Knight of Cups here. So now they're saying they got some more stuff. But now that you're so close to this next phase of your life, they say, oh, well, we got something else. They always keep something, right? So here we have Knight of Cups here. Yeah, so the scales from somebody's eyes need to come off. Keep your vibrations high, because the same thing they got on somebody else, they got something on you. So it's, again, that's how people are getting rich. Some people are getting rich, but that's how people were able to get rich off of them. So you're waking up. You are waking up. Somebody, whoever this energy is, it could be if you're, because tarot is genderless, right? So let's say you are an older woman. This is another older woman who feels like her family is better than yours. She's seen you as competition from day one. So she's raised her kids to believe that her husband or kids or whatever is better than you, whether you're a widow or whether you have never been married or maybe you got a divorce. Something about her feels like she's better than you are. And that's the part that somebody is missing. And her kids act the same way towards anybody in your family. And Source is trying to tell somebody is like, that's when you need to walk away. That's not when you just keep going along with the flow. I've been around these people for so long. I've been a part of this organization and group for so long. I just keep going around because it's, we've invested so much time. Source is saying this family over everything people are saying here, it doesn't mean the same thing for some people. Some people's like, as long as they are in the top looking like they're winning on paper and you are below them, that's what Source is trying to tell you. So it's just saying to you, you're seeing something, but now, like I said, somebody has met their match with you. They have met their match. That's why they went in seeing you as competition, because they know you the real deal for real. Here's the fulfillment. You don't need anyone's approval to pursue and fulfill your purpose. Embrace your unique journey and trust that it's leading you where you need to go. This energy knows you the real deal, Sagittarius. I don't know who I'm talking to, but this energy knows you the real deal. I don't know who you are. But in terms of like your knowledge and learning, this energy was broken very early on in life to tell them you need to get in line. You're either a part of this team or you get left behind. And you said, because you know your worth and your value, well then leave you out then. So that's your energy. Leave you out. So there you are, fulfillment. You already feel fulfilled. This card right here, so you don't need anyone's approval. That's how you move through life. So when you hear people talking about people that you love like that, and you know that that's their spirit, that they know their worth and their value, and they're not afraid to be lone energies, be alone to accomplish it. That's a bell that goes off in somebody's head. Like that's Source telling you, okay, that's a red flag going up. Something should be telling you something. Somebody sees somebody as a threat. Looking at you in your cards right here. It's like two people who are married see you and somebody else's marriage as a threat to theirs. And as crazy as this seems, I'm telling y'all, The fact that you all have risen above judgment in terms of how you view marriage, these energies would be like literally will stay in something so volatile and unhealthy that makes them feel worthless and makes them feel left out of anything. They'll just stay in it just for a look, like a physical appearance of something, starlight, where you're independent enough to say, oh no, you would leave something like that behind. If somebody was leaving you or your kids out of something, not this type of energy. Starlight. Don't slow down manifestation through hesitation or worry. Keep the faith and create light in the dark. The path of the stars is made by the same energy. And I'm talking to men and women, Sagittarius, not just women. Because there are some men out here who have dated women who the women felt like, well, I'm not, you know, the another woman has treated your kids a certain kind of way, and you like, oh no, I'm cutting her off immediately. Like that, there's no way this kid's didn't do anything to you to be treated like that. You out the door. So, and there's some women who do that when they're dating guys or whatever, whoever you date, don't really matter. My point to you is like, but then you got some people who will look down on you because they feel like, okay, you couldn't have stayed, and they'd like to compare how quickly they were able to do certain things, how they were able to obtain material possessions, but there is under a falsehood. They're not telling you what they did, but something is coming out. That's why something is going to be a win-win for you, because they didn't tell you what they did to obtain certain things, but something is coming out. So starlight. So you're learning how to rise above the judgment, and you're going into hermit mode because you're filled with energy. And the energy planet is Mars. Aries is ruled by Mars. So an Aries has something to do with something, getting some spark started. Some kind of somebody in their first house sized people up, didn't realize what a prayer warrior was. And because they just wanted to go to battle with somebody to keep some kind of a secret. That's what this is, to make somebody feel worthless. So they just, let's gather up the troops. Let's get everybody together and let's make some people feel worthless. So something is no debate for you. You don't need to do anything to be more worthy. You are valuable regardless of your circumstances. You always have been and always will be. It's not up for debate. So yeah, I'm telling you, it's no debate. You know your worth and you know your value. So somebody couldn't come to you, Sagittarius, and try to make you feel bad, whether you married or not married. You've risen above the judgment. You know how to turn all that negative energy that's trying to come up against you. Oh, who looks the best? Who has a better house? Who has a nicer car? Whose marriage lasted? Whose marriage didn't last? I mean, that's so junior high, middle school to you, because this is what this fire is that's developed between the ages of 15 through 21. This energy, they want to argue about everything, but if the first thing they would throw up is what kind of, who they're backed by, how much money they have. It's always about the material world for them. But listen, two things have already ended. People are talking about it already. It's already been out there. It's already out there. Judgment has already started. It's already come down on them. We're trying to bring judgment down on you and your family. It's already out there. So gratitude. So fill me with gratitude for all you give. May I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. Yeah, it's already out there. So all the money in the world cannot buy you love. It can buy you an appearance of love. It can buy you an appearance of happiness. But somebody felt worthless on the inside. Just putting on a show. So source is saying, so for you, they met their match. They met their match because you about to go with the flow. I mean, I don't really know what's going on, like as far as you're concerned, but something is something is a slam dunk win for real. Like it's just a win-win for you for real. Something is just for real. There's some energies created. They created some lie around something having to do with music, having to do with, just child. Anyway, it's coming. So hope is on the horizon in the face of challenges. Remember that nothing lasts forever. Trust that the universe has good things in store for you. Yeah. So something is just heartbreaking that people would be this obsessed, literally this obsessed with sacrificing energy, would put this much money and these many lives behind creating this much heartbreak, loss, divorce, surgery, depression, grief, all of this going into something. The source is saying to you from now on, when certain buzzwords come out that remind you, are familiar with something that you've already gone through, and it's connecting somebody to somebody in your family or something like that, or somebody you know is family, it shouldn't be something as simple as, oh, they watched tarot, or oh, I heard they were dating somebody outside their race, or oh, I heard, it should, if you've been around people that long and somebody's telling you something where they judging somebody's marriage or divorce or whatever the case may be, that should be a bail. That should be enough for somebody to say, oh, okay, you know how somebody judged you. Because I'm looking at the chariot card. I'm looking at the chariot card. So somebody could have been married twice, or two people somebody was married to wanted to bring judgment down on somebody. And so a lot of people have been married. A lot of people have gone through divorce, whatever the case may be. I mean, it's 2025. Sources saying to you, I mean, look at the stats. Anybody who's sitting around talking about, oh, well, I mean, we've gone through ups and downs and we've gone through this and all this. Okay, that's them. That's them. 483, inner acceptance, receive self-love. The quickest way to find acceptance in your life is to first gift it to yourself. Your angels notice that you need to work on positive self-talk and self-care. Sit in meditation right now with your hands on your heart chakra. Repeat this mantra a few times until it begins to sink in. I receive self-love. That's right. Some people feel like, it's not love unless they are chained to something, to death, to a belief system. That's love, to death do us part, even if it is death, right? For real, if it's killing them and the kids, literally kids feeling worthless, left out of stuff, people developing drinking problems, drug problems, everything, all of that, just to say, oh, we made it through. I mean, just for what? All kinds of psychological issues, just to say somebody, okay, okay, well, you know what? But you do have some examples of some really, really good, healthy relationships. But I'm talking about as it relates to this, right? Definitely not anti-marriage. There's some really healthy relationships out here. And if you've ever witnessed where it looks like when people really love somebody to life, not love somebody to death, there's a different, big difference. Some big difference. If somebody love you to life, you could have gone through hell and back, and they there. They right there. They're not trying to make you pay for that mess. None of that stuff. Is a healthy balance, because you want to be there, they want to be there. But this energy right here says something to you, that a red flag, something just like a bell or something went off in their mind, lets you know, okay, this energy like that, okay, got it. Whatever you wish. There you go. Whatever you wish. When you lessen the importance of problems and suffering, life will swing back into balance. Stop the struggle and feel peace. The world responds to you. I'm telling you, source people are going to hold you in a very, very high regard and see you as being this person who knows your worth and your value. And so there's a lot of people on your team, a lot of people who don't buy into that lie of you couldn't make something work just based on these two energies here, who was just determined to bring judgment down on you by sacrificing somebody while you were in hermit mode. That's what this is. While you were in hermit mode and you're on top of all of it. Yeah, so embodiment. Now is the time to make your mark in the world. You decide what feels right to you, embody your leadership power, and create your world out of your deepest desires. Yeah. Everybody's nose is not turned up at everybody else. Some people are like, okay, some didn't work out. Okay, well, trying to protect people's mental and physical health. So let me see what else we got. I think this is it. So yeah, something is a win-win for you. Looking at your cards here, something's a win-win for you, because somebody got a lot of physical. Somebody said they got physical evidence of something. Somebody else got physical evidence of some stuff too. So, all right. So this is the second part of your reading. So anyway, you're just cutting ties with some energy. You're just cutting ties with some energies. This right here, this not even. This is the. Now you got too much proof of stuff. I mean, for real, it's just too much proof. I'm not even gonna say what this one is. Let them be surprised. Let them be surprised. I mean, for real, it's too overwhelming. It's just too much stuff. Or just for people to be pretending like nothing ever happened. So it's just like I said, whatever. So that's what I have for you. That is what I have for you. So you're making a decision to focus on loving yourself. So, so you're talking about some kind of a partnership in terms of just like some kind of a partnership in business and or in love is coming across your path. Yeah, some kind of a partnership in business and or in love is coming across your path. That's good grief. Something without an agenda. Pure love and everything you have dreamed will happen when you are ready to give love without expecting anything in return. True givers receive. Yeah, you're talking about a balanced life. This right here, root, right here, you're talking about living a balanced out life without any kind of agenda. I mean, this, oh yeah, you cutting ties so you can get some rest, for real. You cutting ties so you can finally get some rest because something is just so deeply disappointing and heartbreaking that somebody just has no emotions to something. Like they just put their emotions like behind lock and key. Like, what in the world? Yeah. So somebody is somebody that, like I said, they come from like a lot of cutting some energies. I'm talking about like this is the daughter of Naj, like somebody just like, they'll cut somebody off and come from a like a kind of when it comes to money, they'll cut somebody off in a second. So source is saying to you, rise above judgment because again, you're dealing with energy that somebody try to project onto you that you're the one that has a rebellious spirit. This is like I feel like for somebody it's because like deja vu. I feel like if you were married to somebody, you have kids with somebody, let's say for instance, because I'm looking at this right here, four of it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, so it could happen to a man or a woman, so it's not gender specific, but somebody treated you like you were less than, or maybe they feel like you were less than where you came, whether because of your gender or whatever. You could have even made more money. It wouldn't even matter. And I only start saying that because of this right here, the pentacles. But still, they saw you as a lesser than, like a lesser species or something. So you as less than, like they were worth more than you, and to some degree, their parents were better. Somehow they felt like they were better than you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, but something you either heard something that they said about your kids or grandkids to you about something just a bell went off for you that just alerted you to like, this energy doesn't accept itself. This energy doesn't, they don't accept themselves. It's something about, you heard some kind of insecurity come out in your spirit. It was something that lets you know that Chiron, that inner child hasn't healed yet. That's right there. It's a deep spirit. That wound is still real deep for them. It runs real deep, like the Seven of Pentacles deep. That seed was planted real deep. They don't. So instead of them healing that deep wound right there, something came to the surface. It's like it just grew and burst out the ground, and it became just ruthless. Almost like, okay, you leave me out, I'm gonna end you. Like for real. It's not even for. There's no. If you cut me off, or like if you leave me out of something, you stop talking to me. If if we break up and you move away, it is something about closing out a cycle for these types of energies right here that it's just like something is just black and white for them. There's no in between. There's no emotion. There's no emotion in it. It's like literally the music stops. There's no emotion whatsoever. It's black or white. Either it's their way or no way. But there's love is not even in it. They tell people out of their mouth, "Oh, I keep following this person around because I love them. I love them," but it's for the purpose of phasing them out, causing mental health. It's mm-mm. So yeah, so somebody did had no emotion behind it. None. Absolutely none. They made a decision just that quick. They were very clear in their thinking. They made a very quick decision. Just that quick. And because whoever's connected to this, whether it's you or somebody else, something about you could hear it coming through the air, like a moaning or groaning or something you could hear coming through the air. If a person was outside, you can hear this coming through the air. At a particular time, you could hear it coming through the air. This energy has no, I mean, for real, no cut cards, none. They put the emotion to the side. They feel like they left out of something. They just, it's like they like a robot. And they were very clear with what they did. They know, oh, they were clear. So connect with fire. You're putting something into a burning bowl. So somebody made a decision about something. Somebody was just very, very clear in something. So these energies use, like I said, like they use a lot of money to like do something. So, but yeah, but these two, what is this? Yeah, somebody did this to you. Um, Sagittarius. You and somebody. I don't know if it's like you or your grandchild or you and your. You and another mother, if you're a mother or very nurturing energy. Somebody did something like this. Something like this to you is very familiar. Humility. So this owl right here is about like just having the knowledge of something. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way, and I delight in receiving it. So, um, yeah, somebody wanted to humble you and somebody. This is, I mean, but again, we send all negative energy back. There we go. This pink right here in love. And it's focused on self-love. So this is where somebody's life is about to get a much softer life, where you can start really pouring into you. And doing some things for yourself to free yourself from these types of energies altogether. Just get away from these energies. They're just determined to just bring out the darkness in people. They just want to bring the evil. Um, Somebody has a spirit of like they're like the mayor of something. Like they have um mm, like it's their job to clean up it's like it's their job to clean up the waste. That's in their minds, like it's their job to clean up the waste. But this something about trying to see here. So if you have kids or something like that, where they feel like it's no need, like if they feel like your kids or something are of no good or for whatever reason, you know, they can get all the way here to a next phase of their life, and they want to do something to make them feel worse and worse. Like it's like making them sick to their stomach is not enough. It's just like unbelievable. Anyway, so that's what that's what I'm seeing here, on your cards here. So you're making you made your decision. You made your decision. Yeah, you made your decision. Yeah, to just go ahead and just and just rest on something. To rest on something. Looks like somebody looking at the cards here judges people who have been married more than once or more than twice, right? Anything that for them, if they've been, if like, so if they were married twice and you were married 3 times or you were married 4 times or whatever, then it's everything for them is a competition. Everything, whether you know them or not, whoever this is, the energy is, how you raise your kids and how they raise their kids, or how other people see it. It's everything is about appearance, what it looks like on the outside, right? But something they said to you let you know how worthless they really feel about themselves, or how worthless some energies made them feel in their relationship, right? And so, in the if they're married, in their marriage or marriages, how worthless they made. And so although you rose above judgment as far as they were concerned, in all humility, something in them, like I said, whoever this is, I don't know who this is for you. It's like the moment you stop, what's the 5 of Cups here? Excuse me, 5 of Pentacles here. The moment they felt like you shut them out of something, they went right back to that little kid who threw a tantrum. Like somebody who just went on a full-on tantrum. They feel like you left them out of something. They just, just had a fit. And just, but as an adult though. As an adult, so. Exactly as you are. So the one who is always dissatisfied with the present moment will never have a better future. Give yourself permission to feel content right now, right here, right now. Yeah. So there's something that Source is asking you to keep close to your cuff. It's for you. As far as this is concerned, because you have somebody who is very meticulous, who's watching you, and they have a lot of familiar spirits around you. Your neighbors across the street, next door, if you live in a condo, it's the people upstairs, downstairs from you, around you. So pay attention to, your surroundings, because these energies are familiar with who you are familiar with. So they don't do anything. Everything for them is a transaction. Everything. There's no feeling involved in something. But they feel like you love somebody or that you're connected to somebody. Hey, yeah, here you can have the new keys to such and such. But it's always something else attached to it to keep you attached to them. You're gonna have to know your worth and know your value. Know your worth and know your value. There's always something attached to something. It's always. Because you're going to have to hear about heartbreak, your heartbreaks, your loss, how much time they've invested in listening to your heartbreaks, your loss, your divorces, your surgery, your depression, your suffering, your grief. Eyes roll up in the head. You see the eyes roll up in the head like, okay, I'm trying to get some rest. I'm not trying to hear all of this. And you're like, what? So anyway, so Source is saying to you, because somebody's done it to them. Somebody has done it to them. So whoever this energy is, it's like what you all have in common is that both of you all could possibly be parents, or could be parents. But it's something about their energy, some energies you have in common, that these energies are bringing judgment down on how they're seeing their family versus how you see yours. Everything for them is a versus. So something they said to you lets you know, oh, okay, you're very clear about something now. So heart path. So it's not worth pursuing a path without passion. This road only leads you to uncertainty and frustration. Follow your heart and you can't go wrong. Yeah. So yeah. So something for them they feel like is a shoe in because they have something else after this right here. So this right here, the Five of Pentacles here, lets me know that they have a neighbor. You have a next door neighbor that's watching everything that you do. Five of Pentacles is like sometimes on the cards they have like snowflakes or snow falling or whatever, which is a form of water. But it just lets you know how icy cold these energies are. It's like that's what's running through their veins. It's like they got cameras pointing at every time you leave and come back. They got what time you left, what time you come back, whatever. Anything that's going to try to make you feel worthless to keep you in something, to keep you. And they spent a lot of time mastering this skill to do it. So it's saying something about you. It's saying that you yeah, they've been telling a lot of things. So anyway, you're good. That's all I can say. That you're good. So plan a vacation. Source will give you the answers that you need on vacation. Complete and total clarity. Go on vacation. Make sure you take your journal, write, and keep it close to the cup. Keep it to you. Keep it right close to you, because Source is going to give you everything that you need to pull out the sword. That is what I have for you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.